The Goldwins, a new family on the block. They live in a small town known as Midasville. Mr. and Mrs. Goldwyn had a child named Chris. Noah and Grace are the parents of the newborn. They thought that maybe they should go to a nearby carnival for some family bonding. As they arrived, Chris started crying and yelling. Noah tried to rock Chris and calm him down while Grace got ready and put on her makeup. They went inside as soon as Chris started to be neutral again. Once they went inside the carnival, they noticed that it is worn down. Noah and Grace used to go to the crazy carnival when they were kids, but it seems like things changed. Noah thought that they should go out of town and find another carnival or circus. Grace thought that they should just stay since she misses the place, and that the worst thing that was wrong with the carnival was that there are just vines everywhere. Noah wasn't sure about this, but he did want Chris to be happy, so they continued to walk through the carnival. Grace pointed out that she saw the exact spot they went on their first date at. Noah was shocked and just felt déjà vu. He said, "You're right, I can't believe it's been over 12 years now." Grace smiled and continued to walk. Grace also pointed at a Ferris wheel, and both Noah and Chris joined her on the ride. The Ferris wheel made a rattling noise and started to shake. Noah was holding onto Chris as tight as possible. As the wheel cycled about 5 times around, Noah wanted to get off. Grace stopped the ride and they all got out. It was starting to get dark out, so Noah attempted to start the car, but as he turned it on, it made a loud vroom. Noah kept trying and got furious with it. "What the hell is wrong with this piece of junk?" Grace came over to assist Noah and try to figure out the issue. Noah and Grace soon gave up and took a break. Noah started panicking and Grace came over to pat his shoulder and told him everything is going to be fine. Noah then had his eyes wide open with an emotionless expression. Chris was gone. They both ran all about to find Chris. They looked everywhere and couldn't find him. Grace searched inside of the teacup ride and was startled as she found Chris lying there unconsciously. Grace screamed. Noah came running over and started to hyperventilate. They heard footsteps, and when they turned around they saw a small clown. This clown had a black and white shirt on with 2 bells attached to it. A white face with flesh peeling off around his eyes. Black shoes with bells on the ends of it. Grace ran with Chris away from the monstrosity while Noah went up to it to ask if anything's wrong. The clown started to chase Grace and Chris, so Noah whacked the clown across the face. Its greasy skin from him started to peel and he was starting to bleed even more. Noah grabbed a lantern from the ground and hit him with it. The clown grabbed Noah by the wrist and just stared at him with his bloodshot eyes. Grace and Chris heard a body drop to the ground and wasn't sure who won the fight. They ran to a hardware store and went inside. Grace thought that there was going to be a few people inside, but no one was inside. They heard loud bells, so they hid in the back. Chris started to cry again, so Grace shook him and tried to make him calm down. Chris continued to cry, but even louder now, so Grace sang a song quietly. They heard the door open and footsteps walking around. Chris screamed louder than ever, so Grace put her hand over Chris's mouth. They heard a few more steps, but then everything went silent. Grace looked through a mirror and saw the clown in the reflection. Chris grabbed by the wrist and started to sprint. The clown then grabbed Chris's other hand. Grace pulled and so did the clown. Silly, the clown soon let go, causing Grace and Chris to fall. Grace got up with Chris and ran out of the hardware store. Grace had a sinister idea. She grabbed a lighter from her purse and threw it at the building. As the building burned, they both went over to the crazy carnival. Grace searched for Noah, but there was no sign of him. Grace cried while Chris wobbled over to Grace and hugged her.